that is the Super 73 Z1 that I'm going to be talking about today. Let's get into it. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to mention one thing. Right behind me, I have the Z1 and the S1. I did a comparison of these two a few weeks ago. So if you want to check that out, that'll be linked down below. And also, if you like all these accessories that I have on either bike, also did a video on that, link down below as well. So the goal of this video is to see if the Super 73 Z1 is still a good bike for you in 2020. Now, I know that Super 73 released their new bikes alongside the S1 and the Z1 earlier this year, but not everybody has $3,000 or should spend $3,000 on an electric bike. So here comes in the Z1, the cheapest of the bunch at $1,400, and right now it's even on sale on the Super 73 website. And on top of that, if you use the link in the description down below, you also get $100 off any Super 73 model. But just because this bike right here is the cheapest of the bunch doesn't mean that it's inferior to any of the other Super 73 bikes. It's just as good, and in the back right here, it's packing a 500 watt motor, which is the same one that they pack on their $2,000 S1 model. So you're getting the same performance here in the rear from this cheaper S1 model. So I'm really glad that they decided to do that, because that allows people that are just trying to get into the e-bike game at a lower price point to have the same thrill as some other e-bikes that might be more expensive. With this bike right here, you won't really be going anywhere over 20 miles per hour. I've tested it plenty of times, and believe me, that's the top speed. But that's faster than anybody will be pedaling on any regular bike. And on a very steep and arguably dangerous downhill, I managed to get it to almost 30 miles per hour just from its weight alone. Talking about speed and power, this puppy will get you around 15 to 20 miles on the battery that it brings on one full charge, which is definitely enough for cruising around, riding around the beach, along the beach, in the park, around town really, but nothing crazy for a long commute. Those longer range are reserved for their higher end, more expensive bikes. Now let's take a closer look at the bike and take a look at this display that it comes with. All right, the Z1 is packing a 3 LED display. You might be able to see it there a little better. The lights are on. Green, yellow, red. And red means you better get your ass home, because you're gonna run out of juice soon. And just in case you didn't know, the way lithium ion batteries work is that when they're under load, they don't really read all that accurate. So if you're on a full charge going up a steep hill right at the beginning of your ride, it will drop down to yellow, maybe red. But once you get to the top of that hill, then it will bump right back up to green. Under load, they don't really show the accurate charge. So if you see it drop down like really quick, don't worry about it, it'll come back up. And if I had to pick one complaint, is that this is the only Super 73 model that doesn't have pedal assist, which comes in really handy when you're going up steep hills. So if that's something that you know you need or want, you might want to look at the other models. Also, to be fair, it might not be true pedal assist, but my girlfriend rides this right beside me on my S1, and on steep hills, she holds down the throttle, pedals at the same time, and it works exactly the same, and she gets up those hills just as fast as I do on my S1 that does have pedal assist. Okay, now that we talked about the bike, let's go ahead and take it out for a spin and see how it rides. So, who do I think this bike is for? Well, really anybody that's trying to get into the e-bike game or just add another bike to their collection. This Super 73 is a great bike, at a great price, and I don't think anybody would be disappointed. And I just think the look of the Z1 is amazing. It's just so sleek looking. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I like it better than the look of my S1. Well, if you liked today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.